Hello and welcome to Behind the Lines. I'm Diane Dayton. I love this time of the year. Where can you go and hear fabulous music for free in a beautiful setting? Well, it's at Longs Park Amphitheater, and it is the Summer Music Series. And with us right now, we have Bill Wright, your Director of Development for the Longs Park Amphitheater Foundation.
Diane,
Thank you for
hi.
being here.
Yep.
David Walls, you're the immediate past president. Thanks for
Correct.
being here.
Well, thank you for having us.
I love this. Where can you go to hear music like this? Really, there isn't any other place that we really know of for this many weeks all summer in the whole country, right?
But that's absolutely correct, and it's kind of interesting because this is our 55th year of providing free summer music. And of course, it's all summer long for 13 weeks and 4 Saturdays this year, which we're really excited about. But to our knowledge, no other community has this length of music series that they provide to their citizens in their particular areas.
And having this at the beautiful Longs Park in the amphitheater is beautiful.
It's a sweet spot. It's a great place to spend the evening. The kids can come and play in the playground, get some food, have a picnic. It's just a really great spot, and I believe the Lancaster area is very fortunate to have this resource, this city park that is a location for it's like Lancaster's backyard.
It truly
And
is.
I think that's an interesting point, is that our concert goers, it's a family-oriented music series. So they can bring their kids, they can feel comfortable with the type of music they're going to hear, and also they have an opportunity to enjoy the 70-acre park that is in the city of Lancaster.
Yeah. So you can bring a picnic, or you've got some great food vendors
Yes, we
there as
do.
well.
Yep.
We've been using, over the last several years, we've had food trucks that are obviously provide exquisite type of food and interesting food,
Right.
and a good quality food as well too.
Yeah. So June 4th, at 7:30 on Sundays, we've got the districts.
We're starting off big this year. The districts are homegrown from Warwick High School in Lidditz. They have really skyrocketed into the big time. They've opened for the Rolling Stones and I believe for Bruce Springsteen. We tried to get them a couple of years ago and they couldn't make the date because they were opening for the Rolling Stones in San Francisco. But we have them now, and this is going to be the first concert. Get ready to rock and roll. It's going to be very exciting.
That sounds like so much fun. June 11th, Brand X. What is this?
Brand X, they've been around for about 40 years. This is kind of a reunion tour with them, for them this summer. They are considered one of the founders of the fusion jazz genre, really high-end quality jazz. John Goodsall and Percy Jones are 2 of the original members. You may be interested to know that one of the other original members was Phil Collins, Phil
really?
Collins.
Okay.
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
So
drummer. All right.
there have been really high-end musicians coming and going from this band for years, and for jazz lovers, this is going to be a tremendous evening.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. I want to be there at that one. On the 18th, Allegro. They've been there a lot.
They've been there for several years now, and of course, Dr. Brian Norcross, their creative director, brings an excellent classical program, and people would really enjoy hearing the Allegro Chamber Orchestra. And of course, that's our classical music night, and it is obviously, they're very professional musicians, and the program is excellent as well too.
That's what I love about this. It's music for everybody, all different types of music.
Well, you're absolutely correct, Diane, because the committee, chaired by Brad Zook, their intent is to have different music every week. Now, some of the bands, you may not know the names.
Right.
However, if you come to every Sunday, every comment we get is basically that it's excellent music, and they go away happy and excited, and they'll be back again next week as well.
So even if you're not sure if you like that genre of music, come and sample it. It's a good way to do that, right?
It's always good music. It might not be your cup of tea, but it's always high quality. Yeah.
Well, and you can broaden your horizons as to
Exactly.
the type of music that you may not have appreciated, but here you get an opportunity to hear it and see the band,
Right.
and learn a little bit about different types of music.
And you may develop that appreciation in the process.
That's correct. That's
We hope
correct.
so.
June 25th, Donna the Buffalo. What an
We
interesting
generally
name.
we do get bands with interesting names. Donna the Buffalo has been a jam band, a touring band since 1989. They're from upstate New York, and I think they just continuously tour. They have a big following. They have a great blend of rock and roll, Zydeco, country. The word is you will not sit down during this show. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, that's what I love because there is that dance floor area.
Yes.
That's
Absolutely, right in front of the
Yeah.
stage.
that people really seem to enjoy and get
And you
into.
can dance in the grass too.
That's right. You can dance wherever you are.
Wherever
right?
you are.
June 2nd brings the U.S. Army Band, Pershing's Own.
They've been with us for a number of years as well too, and this is kind of, again, being a veteran, you know, I really like this concert because it's Americana with you know, the marches, fireworks that come along with it, and we have artillery as well too for the overture of 1812.
Yeah.
So it really is, if you want to have a hometown patriotic type of day and concert, you know, you don't want to miss Pershing's own band.
Yeah, and that's July 2nd. So July 9th brings Flow Tribe. What is that?
Flow Tribe. Well, one of their press releases describes them as bizarrely irresistible. This is a
Okay.
band from New Orleans, so you know it's going to be high energy. It's New Orleans funk with a lot of different infusions of music, marching music. It's high energy, a lot of fun. You won't sit down.
Right.
So just be ready to dance.
Perfect thing for in the middle of summer when it's
Hot.
hot.
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
exactly. And then on the 16th of July, the Bronx Horns.
This is our annual offering for Latin music. These guys are high-end salsa.
Okay.
They hail from the Bronx, New York. They've been around for a number of years. This is always one of my favorite concerts of the year because of the energy level and the dancing that goes on and the hooping and hollering. It's really a good show.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that love to salsa today.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in most of our concerts, we get about 5,000 to 6,000 people. You know, some of the ones that other people may know, that obviously will be about 9,000 or so that concert goers there. But it's easy access to the park. A lot
Yeah.
of people think that, you know, that traffic is an issue, but I can assure you it is not.
No, and it is rain or shine.
It's
too,
rain or
right?
shine.
Right,
Unless there's lightning.
right.
Yeah.
that-
Yeah.
yeah,
It might be
that's right.
postponed, but
Right.
we're good.
Yeah, we can dance in the rain.
We
That
can
works.
dance in the rain.
I've done that before too. July 23rd, full set.
Well, Celtic, Irish is always one of our biggest draws every year, and the committee does a tremendous job of finding these really good bands from the Celtic region. Full Set was voted the best new band in Celtic music in 2015.
Okay.
They're all Irish, and they're going to be on our stage, and so come on out and do a jig.
And that we can do.
Yes, and just so you know, there are links on our website to all of these bands that you can link and actually see and hear their performances.
That sounds great.
That'll give you a really good indication what's coming.
A good taste of. July 30th, Lorraine, is it Klassen?
Lorraine Klassen, born in Soweto, South Africa, she was brought up, raised, and learned the homeland music. Those beautiful harmonies of African music. She lives in Montreal now, but she still retains that South African bent with a jazzy feel. She was one of Nelson Mandela's favorite musicians, and she's got a tremendous stage presence. I think it's going to be one of our best shows featuring world music.
That sounds fantastic. August 6th brings Arlo Guthrie.
Yeah, Arlo Guthrie. This is for all old hippies
There
and
you
all
go.
wannabe hippies and anybody that just loves great folk music and storytelling. We are very, very pleased to be able to bring him to the stage. He's going to be bringing his daughter, who actually played on the stage a number of years ago. It's just going to be a small group, 4 or 5 people, but get ready for a walk down memory lane.
That
Yes.
sounds good. August 13th brings the Steel Wheels.
The Steel Wheels are returning. They were here a couple of years ago. We experienced a gigantic thunderstorm. We had to shut the power to the speakers. They went a cappella, moved to the back of the stage. The brave souls that stayed, about 200, came up onto the stage, and it was one of the best evenings I have ever experienced out there. We've wanted to bring them back ever since. Great bluegrass, Americana. They're from the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. One of them is from the Denver area.
Okay.
So come out and don't miss these guys. This will be a really good show.
There's a lot to be said for going with the flow of things,
Yeah,
right?
well, we went, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah.
Absolutely. Walter Trout and Eric Gales on August 20th.
We're going to be digging deep into blues guitar this
Okay.
year. These guys have been around for a long time. They've played with the John Mayall's Blues Breakers and Canned Heat for the people that want to go back a ways. They've been around a long time, and this is going to be some really good blues guitar as we get closer to closing out the summer.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick pause
Yep.
before we come back and tell you about the last concert and about the art festival and about what's going on Saturdays.
Right.
More to come.
Yeah, more to come. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Behind the Lines. We're with Bill and Dave, and we're talking about the Longs Park Summer Music Series, free music, free parking, 7:30 on Sunday nights. Now, the last night, August 27th, is Dale Watson. Tell me about Dale.
Well, we're going to Texas is coming to Lancaster.
Okay.
He hails from Texas. He's down in dirty country, rockabilly.
Okay.
This is going to be a great offering. It's not just straight country. There's really great musicianship, guitar work. We haven't brought very many country bands to the stage, but he will have an appeal for everybody in the audience. This will be a great way to close the season.
That's great. And once again, this is the 55th year of this.
Let's get into deep time.
Continuous.
It sure, yeah, continuous, which really makes a difference. Now, the Saturday music series started when? How did
Well,
that
that's
start?
just started last year.
Okay.
It was our first attempt. We've had a demand from our concert goers to say they would like to hear some local bands. So last year, the committee decided to do that, and we had three nights. This year, we're going to 4 nights. But it's kind of interesting because a lot of people, would say, "Well, why don't you do it Sunday night?" Well, logistically, we cannot do it, and some of the bands have contractual agreements that they bring in their opening acts.
Or their solo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we went to a Saturday night. It was well received last year. And this year, of course, we're going to 4 Saturday nights, and they start at 7 o'clock.
Okay, that's
except for the last one.
Okay.
And Bill has the names of those local bands who will be with us.
Well, let's see here. The first one is July 8th with the Ultramarines Thunder Club.
Well,
two?
there's 2 bands.
Okay.
Yeah, with 3 of these shows, we're going to have 2 bands per
All right.
night. They start at 7 o'clock. The Ultramarines, just to give you a little background, the listeners, viewers may have heard of James Wolpert, who was on The Voice a couple of years ago. Well, this is his next incarnation with his band, the Ultramarines. It's going to
Okay.
be a rock and roll bent. I think it's going to be a really interesting show. And we'll have a celebrity on stage.
Oh,
and,
that'll be very
a local
cool.
guy that is made well, but he wants to, it is the Ultramarines.
Right.
So we're looking forward to that. They will be joined by the band Thunder Club, which has a Lancaster tie. They played at our reveal party for the Summer Music Series down at Tellus 360 in April. So it's going to be a good night of rock and roll and lots of fun.
And Tellus is great. They bring in some great music, too.
They do, and he is the owner down there, Joe DeVoy, is
Yes.
so good for nonprofits, and it's really helped us and a lot of other
Right.
groups
Been great for our community.
present themselves.
Absolutely. July 22nd, tell me about this.
Mark DeRose and the Dreadnought Brigade. He's more of a soulful folk singer, Americana, with probably a little country influence. Really good songwriter, and he will be joined by none other than Stephen Courtney.
Okay.
Stephen Courtney in his rock and roll incarnation. It's going to be a great night of music for everybody.
Yeah, that's great. I remember seeing Stephen at the Lancaster Roots and Blues Festival and like what he does for adults, too.
Stephen performed back in the 1990s on the amphitheater stage several times, so we're happy to have him back with us.
Yeah, that's great. August 5th.
Tuck Ryan, another singer-songwriter in the folk tradition. He's local, writes all of his own songs. We're fortunate to have him. And then Second Sky will be the second band, and they're really hard to categorize. These guys have been around for a long time, but it's more of soaring melodies with a psychedelic bent.
Oh, okay.
It's different. It's hard to categorize, but they're really very, very good. I've heard them several times, and they have a website as well that you can hear sample some of their music.
All right. And then August 19th.
PA Mambo.
Wow.
This is Lancaster's salsa party band, and it's going to be just them, but there's going to be different musicians coming on and off of the stage all evening. It's going to be a salsa jam party. Don't miss that one.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
They're all fun.
They are fun.
Yeah.
So we have no excuse. There is entertainment this summer.
There's
for sure.
lots of entertainment.
Lots of
You won't
entertainment.
go wrong if you come to Longs Park.
That's wonderful. We're going to put the website up on the screen right now, too, so you can find out more information about each of these bands, and also about one of my favorite things is the art festival over Labor Day weekend. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And
September 1, 2, 3, right?
correct. And people should know that the art festival really helps us fund the music series. It brings in about 40 to 50% of what we need to, put on the music series. It's free to the public, but it's not free to the foundation.
Right.
So that art festival, some people question, why do we have to have a ticket in order to get in to buy art? But the ticket helps us raise the funds, the resources, to bring the entertainment during the summer months.
Yeah.
And they should know that. And of course, it's our 39th year of the art festival, which also has been a blessing, and it is a award-winning art festival in and of itself. We're second on the East Coast,
Wow.
and we're also always in the top 50 in the country for art festivals.
It is a destination. I know people plan vacations around this
Yes,
to
they
come
absolutely
here
do, and
from
the-
out of town.
And
too.
the artists, which there'll be approximately 200, will come from all over the country. So it is a juried show, exquisite art, but everyone can purchase something at the art festival.
And you go about picking some unique artists as well.
Well, that's what's interesting, is because the judging is done by their peers.
Okay.
Members of the foundation do not judge the artist. We put a panel of artists together who have been with our show, and they're the ones that select the artists to come in each year.
Yeah.
So it's a juried show of their peers.
And I know you can spend literally the day there because you have music all day, you've got some great vendors, and you also have beer and wine tents as well.
Yes, we have the availability of having a very fun day,
Yeah.
and a very easygoing day that people can enjoy the park as well as the art.
Absolutely.
Last year, we introduced an emerging artist program
Okay.
by which artists who are just starting to break, get their work out there and maybe are wanting to get into the actual art business, we're making an application process available for folks like that. And we're actually drawing a number of them from the Lancaster area. And this year we have spots for 10 emerging artists. I think we had 6 last year, but it's very, very popular. We had a lot of applications for that, and I think over time that program's going to grow.
That's
and we
wonderful.
put their booths in with the established artists, and they can learn about how all this works.
That's great. Now we know it takes a lot to put this on, and we've got some wonderful sponsors too, right?
Yeah, one of the things I want to mention before we get into the sponsorship really is that part of our mission of the foundation is to take care of the amphitheater. And this year we were able to have the Estelle Family Foundation participate with us and invest with us. And what we've done is we've improved the lighting
Wow.
at the amphitheater for the concerts themselves. So we've updated, and state-of-the-art type of light.
Yeah.
So they're going to see the artist a whole lot better, with being able to generate that type of lighting.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah,
Big thanks to the Estelle High Family
that's
Foundation.
That's
Absolutely.
wonderful. That's great. Sponsors.
We have over 30 corporate sponsors this year, but I'm just going to focus on the season sponsors. This is really the backbone of the sponsorship program. This is really what
Right.
makes this work every year. And I'll just mention the season sponsors: Armstrong Flooring, BB&T, Clark Associates, Penn Medicine, Lancaster General Health, Lancaster Newspapers, New this year, Giant Foods and Lancaster County Solid Waste Management Authority, Lexwama. They've been with us for a long time. They love putting these programs on. Our lodging sponsor, who puts up the bands,
Yes.
Hilton Garden Inn and Suites over
Okay.
on Granite Run Road, and then Bonefish Grill feeds the bands. So without those, we really could not do these shows.
It really is a partnership. And the other partnership, too, is the individuals that come and attend the concerts, too. Because at the certain time during the concert, there's a passing of
Well,
cans.
that's when I think of the benefits of the foundation and a music series is that anybody could come and participate and have a cultural event, excuse me, and hear an excellent musical group. But we do go through the crowd and ask for donations. Excuse me. But it's not high pressure.
No.
If you want to participate, you can.
can.
If not, that's fine too.
What I like about it is that we all really come together with this by supporting the art festival, by sponsors that we have, and individuals. All of us are a part of this, and this is a wonderful thing that you do for the community. Thank you so much. Once again, we're going to put the website up on the screen. You can find out everything that's going on. Music Art Festival. We're going to take a brief pause. We'll be back with a final thought. Stay with us. All summer long, the free concert series at Longs Park. Give me some final thoughts, Bill.
I'm so passionate about this. I just want all of your viewers to know that when you come out to Longs Park on a Saturday or Sunday evening, you're going to see all of Lancaster there. All demographics are there, enjoying a great experience together in a family-friendly atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I just want to thank all the people that make this possible every year.
Yeah. And thank you, too. Dave.
Well, I certainly want to thank Behind the Lines for having us to educate your viewers about what we do and how we do it. And I would like to invite all of the people, all of your viewers, to come out and experience the cultural events that we provide. The music series, which is obviously quality, but the second one is the art festival as well, too, which helps us fund the music series itself.
Yeah.
And it's a family night that you will go home feeling good about yourself and the community, and we have an opportunity to really enjoy one another and show people that we can really get along, and we can do it through the music efforts that we have.
I'm there with you. Thank you so much for all that you do. Looking forward to experiencing it this summer, the music and the art festival.
See you
too.
at the park.
Yeah, see you at the park for sure. See you at the park too. I'm Diane Dayton with Behind the Lines. Thank you for joining us today. Reminding you to look behind the lines. You might be surprised what you find.